Hello, hello! Welcome to my space. I hope you are doing well. So we are going to get into the treasure box and see with what oracle I am guided to start. And yes, I painted my nails, so if so you won't see all the colors from my crafting, even though my nails might not be perfect because I have no patience to wait that it dries. So, this being said, let's see. The shadow and lights. Interesting. Wait, I will take the shadow and lights because it is not here. So, the shadow and lights, it is here. Okay. Those are huge cards. They're beautiful. I love them. Let me put back the box. Did I move the camera? Yes, I think I did. I'm sorry. Up. And let me see, because I think... Ah, yeah, they fell on the floor, so they are upside down. So, usually I use this deck in one direction, so I will use it in one direction. Unless I truly see a card turning in front of me. But otherwise I will use it in one direction. I hope everything is good, that you are doing good, that the weekend is going well, starting well. So, let's see. Oh, right here. I should have reorganized this deck when it fell. Doesn't matter. Let's just... Okay, doesn't matter. Complete commitment is the first card. You attract wonderful news, and it is in the second position. The position of relationships. We have you inspire trust and confidence. Beautiful. Creativity, genius, writing, expression, artistic flow. Then we have siblings, younger friends, responsibility. It's interesting. I kind of feel that we might be talking here about you and your vibe. And I will go with it because I think that one of the most difficult parts it is to define ourselves, and it is simply because we know ourselves, right? So it's kind of difficult to know who we are. I know that it's much easier to answer to the question who we are not than who we are. So a new world is born. Let's see, let's take 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. So, your sensuality is beautiful. You will not let fear stop you this time. And a violet angel breaking down. But down, it's not down, D-O-W-N. It is D-A. Can you see? I cannot see my camera. Yeah, I think that you can see. Wait, I will just check that you can see all the cards here. Yes, you can. Okay, so let's see. Let's see the numbers also. Complete commitment. You will not let fear stop you this time. Okay. Kind of self-expressive. You will not let fear stop you this time. It is in the 8th position. It is also a card number 8. It is number 26. The numbers might talk to you in some kind of way. Yes, you might have doubted yourself a lot in the past, right? Maybe this is also why this reading is coming up. So we will talk about your beautiful qualities. You have attracted wonderful news. This is here a number 19, which is a 1. So by being your individual self, right, you are attracting good things in your life. I kind of feel here that I don't know why this is the inspiration I'm getting. You might have been very much judged in the past, right? We are talking about it a lot. As the collective, a lot of people here also have dealt with dysfunctional families, narcissists, all those kind of things, smear campaign, all of this, right? So staying in alignment with yourself at the end of the day, we are here in the position of relationships, partnerships, all those kind of things. So you are attracting great, great things. Here, when I'm seeing the sensuality, or sensuality is beautiful, what I kind of feel it is that we are talking about your energy. Because what makes you so different, it is your energy, right? This is what makes you very, very different. And this is why you might attract a lot of people towards you, because your energy is different. So people are attracted to you. They see you. They might be very curious about you, but you might also attract a lot of bad things. You know, when you attract a lot, you attract a lot of everything. So you might also attract a lot of, you know, a lot of undesired attention. Let's say it this way. You inspire trust and confidence. Beautiful. This is a 9. So we are at the end of this cycle, right? The 9, it is the ending. It is the outcome, the integration. At the end of the day, you might have gone through an experience here, and the conclusion to that, it is that if people have doubted you in the past, if people have misjudged you in the past, at the end of the day, you inspire trust and confidence, right? Beautiful. So, in the 4th position, we have a card number 31, which is a 4. Every time that I see, you know, a position and a card that is in the right position, like the number, it is kind of growing this energy, giving to this energy even more weight, right? And so here it's written: creativity, genius, writing, expression, artistic flow. Once again, for me, this relates to your vibe, to your energy, to your brain, maybe thinking differently. This is maybe why you have been misjudged in the past. You know, I will tell you something, right? As somebody who is artistic, and I am also very spiritual, I don't look this way, I don't appear this way. I kind of look very classic, to be honest. So people might misread me, misunderstand me, right? And so it takes a lot of time for people to be able to truly see me for who I am. So yes, people have said about me that I'm an artist because I was a photographer. So obviously it was like on my curriculum vitae at the end of the day. But somebody who just meets me like this, they cannot see that I'm an artist. They don't know that I'm very creative, that I'm a writer, that I, you know, that my mind is working differently than most people. Right? So here the foundation, the stability comes from people seeing you for who you are, which might be a true release, right? When people are doing a smear campaign about you, I already talked about that. They are painting you in a light that is truly not the reality, right? And so there are a lot of people misjudging you. But when there is this awakening of the truth of who you truly are, now suddenly people truly see you for who you are, while your whole life you might have suffered of being misunderstood, misjudged, feeling unseen, right? Siblings, younger friends' responsibility, they might have been some kind of younger people, maybe people of your family, for example, that maybe during all this smear campaign they have heard things about you, they have misjudged you, all those kind of things. Very often, you know, if you grew up in a dysfunctional family, what we very often see, if there is a parent who is neglecting, emotionally immature, narcissistic, we often see in the siblings that there is one that is extremely empathetic and another one that tends to be narcissistic. So if there are more children, then there are more, but there is often those two extremes in the same family, right? And so if you are the empath, which very often the collective is the empath, right? So you might have had your sibling painting you in a terrible light, even to their own children. And so their children might have misjudged you. So if you needed to protect yourself, you might also have felt the need to protect yourself from those children, because those children might be disrespectful to you and misjudge you simply because, of course, they trust their parents. They listen to their parents. So there is here, I kind of feel that there is some kind of energy of, okay, now I see you. And it is truly, it's written, a new world is born, right? A new world is born. There is something new here, truly different, a real shift. We also know that we are in the year 1, which means that it's a whole new cycle. We also just entered in a new energy with the lunar calendar, the new year, right? The Chinese New Year that I talked about, and I explained the different energy, which is very, very, very different. It was a few days ago. So here with the breaking down, it is a number 23, which is a 5. I kind of feel here truly once again this I see, you know, the sun going up, you know. I don't know if down, this is what it means, honestly speaking, but I kind of feel here that suddenly there is light. People might have very much misunderstand you, misjudge you, project on you all kind of things, and I kind of feel that now there is kind of a light. I see the sun card in front of me. Like the truth is not deniable, right? And so when I see you will not let fear stop you this time, right? What I kind of feel here, it is the adaptation of your energy towards other people, trying to make them see you for who you are, trying to adapt yourself maybe to the people who are living through a very different vibe than yours, right? We might be talking about people who are all about the matrix, for example, right? So you living differently, being different, you know how it might be perceived, right? Who is the one who is bullied? It is the person that is just minding their business and doing their own thing, right? Very often the introvert that is at peace with themselves. They are happy with themselves. They are just living their life, doing their thing. And this is the one who is bullied all the time. So this is telling me the karma is you living in your total alignment. In your total alignment, right? Yeah, and when you are living in this total alignment, totally valuing who you are, even if you are different, especially if you are different, understanding that even if people have a difficulty with the difference, at the end of the day, it is all benefit, right? Because just being another copy-paste of somebody else, you are not bringing anything, in fact, right? You are bringing something different when you are a free thinker, when you are... Let's go back to the situation of the family, right? With the empath and the narcissist, right? Those children, right, that right now might be under the perception of the narcissist, right? They don't need people who support the narcissist and tell them, no, but it's your parent and you need to adapt yourself and it's okay and it's normal. No, what they need to see, it is someone who is different, who is living differently, who says this is not okay. You understand what I mean? There is a lot of beauty in the difference, even though some people feel very, very threatened by the difference, and you might be judged all the time because you are different. They don't know how to put you in a box. And so we also talked about it already, right? So I will take a deck and we will get deeper into all of this. I just want to see here, complete commitment. This is complete commitment to yourself, to who you are, right? Complete commitment. Once upon a midnight diary, creativity, genius, writing. Yes, listen. You become very, very, very attractive when you are totally allowing yourself to be you, right? Even if it is living differently, even if it is being misunderstood, take the misunderstood as a compliment, even though it's not nice, right? It's uncomfortable. But at the end of the day, if you understand the value that you bring, even if other people don't understand, at the end of the day, this is the most important part. The most important part at the end of the day, it is to live good with yourself, to be at peace with yourself. You know that you are a good person, you know that you are trying to do the things the best way possible, right? We have a lot of fours, or am I dreaming? Yeah, we have a lot of fours. We have a lot of fours. Okay, 1 second, because I wanted to check this. The cardinal energy, it is to be totally committed to yourself, to who you are, allowing yourself to live your life also. There is something, you know, very often we observe our life from the outside. How does it look from the outside? And it can truly bring us down. You don't need to do that. You don't need to judge your life from the outside, right? It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. Okay, and then we have in the fixed energy, you've attracted wonderful news, responsibility, and you will not let fear stop you this time. 1, 4 et 8. Okay, yeah, this is totally being yourself, you know, not fearing what other people think, not fearing all the time, doubting yourself, living in faith, right? Living in faith. And then we have the mutable energy, you inspire trust and confidence. A new world is born, your sensuality is beautiful. Wait, because I made a mistake here. Complete commitment. Creativity, genius, writing, and breaking down. Yes, listen, there is here, at the end of the day, there is something that you are supposed to bring here down on this world, you know, in the community. There is something here, inspiration. You are some kind of inspiration, and you can only be this inspiration if you allow yourself to be totally yourself, right? This is the thing here. You need to be totally committed to yourself, to who you are, right? Okay. And so you inspire trust and confidence, a new world is born, and your sensuality is beautiful. Okay. Okay, let's get into the tarot. I feel like using the classic tarot here. Let's see, I just saw the Lover's card. So, let's get a little bit more information here. What do I need to talk to you about? Just a reminder, this is a collective reading, which means that it is a group reading, which means that it might be for you, it might be partly for you, and it might not be for you. So please take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't take on yourself a story that is not yours. If I'm talking about masculines or feminines, I'm not especially talking about the gender. I am talking about the energy from where somebody is operating. So please apply it however it applies to the roles in your life. And this reading can be past, present, or future. This is kind of, I feel, universal, but you might receive it when you are ready to receive it, right? We are not getting usually to this place of totally embracing ourselves later in life, because as said very often, we grew up maybe in a dysfunctional family, something like that, and so we are trying to, you know, some people ask, would you want to be 20 again? There is something beautiful in the 20, but there is something beautiful in the 40 and the 50. It is that you truly embrace, if you are in the right direction, you just embrace yourself more and more. You appreciate your differences. You appreciate your individuality. You are not trying to convince anyone of anything anymore, right? And it's beautiful. It's beautiful to understand your own value, even if other people don't. It's totally okay. And I don't think that other people don't understand your value. They might simply feel uncomfortable, right? Tell me more here. What do you want me to talk about with the collective? It's very interesting. It's turning, but I will take it clockwise, right? It's very interesting because we have here the Eight of Swords, right? Being in a mental prison. And then we have the Ten of Cups. 1 second. Those cards I can see because they are lighter. Okay, so we might be talking about your family that is very confused, right? They might be very, very confused. Wait, I want to have a little bit more information here. They are confused about the way that you are living your life. What makes you happy, right? Tell me more here, please, about this Eight of Swords and the Ten of Cups. The Four of Swords. And the Ten of Cups in reverse. Yeah, it's exactly that. They are very, very confused. Listen, I might be talking about someone here who went no contact. You might have gone no contact with your family, with your community, with friends. Might be family here. I kind of feel family with this Ten of Cups. We have the Ten of Cups here in reverse that came out. So they might be truly extremely confused because they thought that you took distance coming from a place of anger, from a place of depression, of being in a down spiral, right? They might also convince themselves of that, right? Because this is also what they might have said in the smear campaign, right? They might have thought that you would come back at the moment, but it's not what happened, because you didn't leave because you were on a down spiral. You left because you were tired of feeling that they were taking you down. So it's totally different. You let the weight that they were bringing in your life by not accepting you for who you are, by maybe judging you all the time, to let it fall in order to be finally able to totally fly. And they saw it totally, totally different. So now they see you happy, right? And they don't understand. They don't understand. Because they don't, I guess, want to see that your lack of happiness before was truly because of them. They don't want to see it. They prefer to think that you have a problem, that you are mentally unstable, right? And now, because since you let them go, being no contact or being, how do we say, low contact, right? Being more protective of yourself. You are flying and you are happy. It just exposes the truth that the problem that you had was truly with them. Because once they are not there anymore, you are flying. So it's kind of revealing, right? So now they are in this mental prison because you are happy. And the mental prison might be not understanding, or it might be simply that they are not happy about it, right? They are not happy. Because seeing you happy means that you won't come back. You won't come back. You have no reason to come back. Tell me more here, please. Yeah. The wounded warrior. With them, you always needed to look behind your shoulder. When you were living in total alignment as a model, as an example, you were living from your higher self, right? And you always needed to look behind your shoulder. So it doesn't make sense, you know, if truly you are living a terrible life, right? And I'm not saying that you are perfect. I'm not saying that you are perfect, but you were trying your best. You were trying your best, and you always had to look behind your shoulder for the people we are talking about here. It might be your family, it might be a spouse, it might be, I don't know, you know your story, right? Even though the collective, we are going through the same kind of experiences, but the screenplay is different, right? Yeah. I kind of feel here also with this Hierophant, right? That you were truly living in the highest way possible. As said, not perfect, but truly trying to make the best decisions possible. Like you are a teacher. When we are here with the Hierophant, you are an inspiration. You are a teacher, and they were treating you as they would teach you how to live. Tell me more here, please. Yeah, look. Beautiful. Listen, this is beautiful. With them, you were stuck. Your happiness was stuck. You needed to fight for your happiness. You know, it's the kind of thing that you are happy, you are on your path, you know what you are doing, and they spend their time telling you that you are in depression and you are not okay and you are not this and you are not that. They are judging, they are critical. You know, when you are doing your best, you are living your life, you are good. You know, they don't allow you to be good. Look at the beauty here. The Nine of Pentacles, enjoying the fruit of your labor. This is being very, very caring about important things. The Pentacles are in the upright. It's being caring about the important things. We have the Hierophant here. The Hierophant is also talking about tradition. So they might have treated you as a weirdo when in fact, because they are living according to the matrix, when you see it, they are the weirdos, right? They are the weirdos. But somehow, because you don't live their way, you are the weirdo, right? Yeah, taking control of your life. There is a lot of stability here, a lot of doing things the right way. You were doing everything the right way, and they were always making you feel that you were not. Right? Okay. Very strong energy here. Very, very strong energy. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. Tell me more here. Listen, you were miserable there because this is the judgmental bitch. I'm sorry, but this is what she is. Judgmental, critical, always saying nasty things. It might be even passive-aggressive, you know? This is somebody bitter. They were making you miserable. They were making you feel as if your life is miserable, while you might be totally happy. Totally good. There was no support. It was the opposite of support, right? Because let's even say that you were truly miserable. They were just making it worse, right? And here, from what I see, if you were miserable, it was not because of you. It was because of your environment. This is what made you miserable. This was the weight in your life. An environment that always makes you think that you are not enough, that whatever you are doing, it's not okay, that you are a problem, your life is a problem, everything is a problem. You know, so this is what makes you feel miserable. You know, and very often it's people, those people, right? Those are people that themselves, they have no identity. They are following, you know, they are a sheep. When you might be a goat. But they want you to be a sheep. Okay. Let's see, tell me more here, please. Listen, you are truly an inspiration. And just to be clear here, right? I'm attracted here to this card. It's written little brother, little sister. I'm attracted to the little here, right? And the responsibility. You might be a cycle breaker, right? A generational curse breaker. And so, of course, the people that are stuck there, they feel threatened by you. Me, for example, as someone who is a healer, and I think that in some in some cases, often, people think that they are depressed, but it's not that they are depressed. They are dealing with this kind of energy. So for me, I will never say to someone, you need to go no contact. But I will say, maybe you should put boundaries. Maybe you should respect yourself. But if somebody is going no contact, I'm not judging them. I'm not trying to convince them to go back. You understand? And this is bothering people. You, as a healer, you accept the no contact. Of course I accept the no contact. I am no contact. And I know why I am no contact. But this is truly bothering people. When you are a person of authority or somebody that other people are listening to, when you are not going with what serves them, they attack you. How dare you? I want to save people. What do you tell me? How dare I? You are toxic. You think that you can judge everyone. You think this and you think that, and you should be happy that I am trying to save your adult child. That the happiness and the survival of your adult child is more important to me than anything. And if their happiness depends on going no contact, I support them. You understand? But it's bothering, of course. Being a generational curse breaker, you are... there are a lot of people who want to shut you down. They want to shut you down. They need you to be weak. Because if you are strong, people are listening to you. Tell me more here, please. Yeah. Stop fighting. Stop trying to defend yourself. Right? Stop allowing them to put you in stress, in anguish. You know? This is being strong. You don't feel the need here to defend yourself. I kind of feel here, right? Because this is also talking about defending things that you have accomplished in your life, that you protecting what you have, right? Here, the reverse, I'm taking it as you don't even need to protect it or defend it in the sense that they have no access to it. This is what I feel here. Because they don't succeed to get into your mind anymore. They don't succeed to put you down anymore, right? Because you have taken back your power totally. So they have no more influence on you. Tell me more here, please. Listen. The lies, the manipulation, the mental fog that they were trying to put on you. Did I say the gaslighting? You put it all down. You put it all down. All the horrors that they told you about yourself, trying to convince you that you are this and that and that and that. If you didn't do it, this is your message, right? Please do it. Do it, right? For years, I thought that I was lazy, right? Why? Because this is what somehow I heard in my past, and I carried it with me all the time. While I was heavy emotionally and mentally because I was surrounded by a lot of toxicity. So, yes, I was heavy. I wasn't lazy. I'm the opposite of lazy. If you think about it, there is not one child that is born lazy. There is being lazy. It is the consequence of something that is keeping you heavy, right? So the same people that were making everything so heavy, they were making me feel responsible instead of helping me getting out of this heaviness, right? And I'm absolutely not lazy. There is nothing in me that is lazy. You understand? So all those kind of things, if you heard that you are this and you are that and you are that and you are that, please re-evaluate. We talked about it in the last reading, in 2 readings, 3 readings ago. I don't know, I don't remember, but I remember that this week I talked about that, the importance of cleaning your mind, right? To analyze the way that you are thinking about yourself and your beliefs about yourself, things that you are carrying on yourself that maybe make you overcompensate or make you feel heavy, right? Tell me more here, please. Yeah. Okay, I will check here. We have 5 pentacles. This is talking about being strategic, and this is holding on. I kind of feel that we are talking here about people that wanted to keep you down, wanted to maintain some kind of control over you. This is what I feel here. They were greedy with you. Tell me more here, please. I truly feel here, you know, we have 1 pentacle, 4 pentacles, it's 5 pentacles. The 5 of pentacles is here. I truly feel here that there was kind of a strategy. We are talking about people that you are dealing with since a very, very long time. I truly feel here that we are talking about family, right? I don't truly like to put, as said, as a collective, we are going through the same experiences, but very often the design is a little bit different. But here we have the brother-sister. We have the 10 of Cups here. Then we have this long-time strategy, trying to hold on to some kind of belief, hold on maybe to some kind of money, some kind of something, right? We might be holding on to you staying the same person, not becoming who you are supposed to become. So I kind of feel here, and you know, even if you are miserable, they don't care. They don't care. If it looks good on them, if it serves them, this is what is important at the end of the day. Tell me more here, please. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, not investing in yourself. Not being able to invest in yourself. Right? Not being able to grow, not being able to be peaceful, not being able to grow whatever you are supposed to grow, not being in your identity. All this reading here, it is talking about you and your identity and embracing your identity while you have been surrounded by people who didn't understand you, felt threatened by your identity. You are, listen, this is the generational curse breaker. This is who I'm talking to. Yeah, this is who I'm talking to. Okay. Tell me more here, please. What do you want me to talk about? Yeah. Seeing the truth, right? You were stuck in a stalemate position because you were confused all the time. Whatever you did, it was not good enough. Like you have been surrounded by people who might have told you that they loved you. They might have not told you that they loved you, but you thought because of how you are related to them that they should love you, right? If we are talking about family, they should love you, but they were acting in ways that kept you stuck. Why? Because your intuition was screaming at you. This is not cool. This is not helping. This is doing the opposite of what they are supposed to do, right? But it might have been very, very difficult to accept. Why? Because if we are talking about a parent, if we are talking about a sibling, if we are talking about someone that you truly helped and supported, it's very difficult to accept the fact that they have no love for you. Right? If it's a parent, for example, a mother, how can you envision that a mother might not love their child? But if you have a narcissistic mother, right? It's first of all, it's a narcissist, and maybe they just had you because they wanted to keep the husband stuck, right? We have this idea that because it's a mother, then it's not possible. But it is. It absolutely is. So you needed to be able, the moment that you accept, when you see, when the actions are telling you, this is not love, or you know what, just this is not healthy for me. This is not bringing me anything. It is just a weight in my life, right? And not because the person is going through something difficult right now. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about somebody who is emotionally destructive to you, right? This is what I'm talking about, right? And getting out of this mindset that because it is this person or this person or this person, it's not possible, right? If somebody is mean, they are mean, right? Siblings, it might be your biggest enemy, a sibling, right? If they are jealous of you. How many stories we hear about, jealous siblings that are effing with the partner of their sibling out of jealousy, right? So yeah, it is accepting the reality when there is no love. I kind of feel that the cursor inside of you is it emotionally destructive to me, right? And if it is, and you know that you are truly doing your best here, you cannot change the other person, then you have to change your relationship to themselves, to them, right? Okay, let's see. Tell me more here, please. Beautiful. Oh, I love it. I love it. Listen. The death card. The death card. Letting something fall. I made a reading that I won't post because I had a problem with the mic once again. But the last card was a losing battle, right? And it was not in a negative sense. It was in the sense of being able to see when you will not win a certain battle. Accept it because at the end of the day, all the energy that you are putting, trying to change a situation, trying to change a connection, sometimes it is a losing battle. And the sooner you accept it, the better it is. Here we are with the death card. It is a very positive card, right? It is in the upright. This is putting a total ending to something to allow something new to be born. This is transformation. This is the energy of the Scorpio. See the sun here, right? This is going towards a transformation by allowing whatever needs to die, to let it die, simply, right? Tell me more here, please. And it's interesting because we have here the Pope, right? This is also letting go of false beliefs or things that you might have inherited due to your tradition. Talking about the generational curse breaker here, right? Yes, this is wisdom, awareness, self-awareness. You know, I got to a place in my life where I was so stressed out by my own family, right? By the judgments, by you know, this critical energy, judgmental energy. I knew all the time that I would see them, that you know, they would say things that was so disrespectful. And when it's your family, you grew up with them, so the wounds are even in conscience, you know? At a certain moment, I just said, you know, because of them, I cannot present myself in my life the way that I want, just because their energy being so much on me, you know, and trying to make me, to dim me and make me feel that I'm not okay and all those kind of things. This is the moment when I understood. At that time I didn't go no contact, but at that time I did truly put very, very strong boundaries, right? Because I understood that the only reason why I cannot be myself and present myself in my life in the way that I wanted, and it was in everything, because I was stressed out all the time, all the time, all the time. They didn't even need to be next to me for me to be stressed out, because it's family. So it's just, it's all the time in your energy. And I knew that they were talking behind my back all the time and making up stories about me all the time and being frustrated with me all the time, because we are talking about people that are never happy. They are always frustrated, but they will never admit that it's inside of them, right? So they need a scapegoat, and I was the ideal scapegoat. And living with this energy around me all the time, and I tell you, they didn't even need to be close to me, right? They didn't have to. It was there. So it is being able to present yourself truly as you are in your life. We have the Hierophant here, right? This is a teacher. Tell me more here, please. Yeah. You are in this energy of the Empress, right? Dealing with people who are acting in total misalignment with their higher self. The Lovers in reverse, right? They are totally misaligned and they are projecting it on you. When you carry the energy of an Empress, you might be a masculine, right? Same as here we had the Emperor, you might be a feminine. It doesn't matter. We are talking about the energy. This is all the queens together. This is a beautiful energy. You have the universe inside of you. You are part of the universe. You have a nurturing role here in the universe, right? Dealing with people who were treating you from a place of the Lovers in reverse. Total misalignment, disalignment, misalignment. I don't know how we say, but I think that you understand what I'm saying here, right? Tell me more here, please. You said goodbye to the past. Said goodbye to the past. You understood here that it was a losing battle. And if you didn't, maybe this reading might bring you some kind of answers, you know? I'm not telling you what to do, right? If there is a way to protect your energy totally without cutting out, it's easier, right? It is easier if you succeed. If you succeed. Most people at the end of the day, they don't, right? This is why they go no contact. But if you succeed, I know that when I was young, I left the country. I left the country. So this was my way of protecting myself. But later on, my siblings sent my mother live in my country, right? Then it became truly difficult because when I was younger and by myself, I went to another country by myself. And so people were telling me, wow, you were so courageous. And I was thinking in my head, no, staying would have been courageous, but it was not possible. I couldn't stay. It was impossible, right? So yeah, you said goodbye to conditional love here. To people who felt superior than you, and that made you feel that you needed to beg for their love. You said goodbye to that. And if you didn't, you should. Not telling you that you have to go no contact, but don't beg anyone, for their love, for their approval. Don't. Let's go to closure here. Closure, please. Yeah, listen. The most beautiful present that you can say, that you can do to yourself, is stop allowing people to make you confused about yourself. 7 of Cups in reverse. Right? This is confusion, illusion, delusion. You know? I kind of feel here that we are talking about making you confused about yourself, who you are, the choices that you are making. They are confusing you. Because one time they can tell you that, I remember my sibling said to me, because I was into psychology and this, and he talked to me about something that I can do online, like a degree that I can do online. And so I did it, and so I told him, I did this degree that you told me about. Should have been happy, celebrate me, say, that's so good, what did you do, ta-ta-ta. No, of course not, because I did something good for myself. He couldn't stand it. Not one compliment, nothing. Whatever I was doing, it was never enough. He just told me that this exists and that I can do that just for me to make me feel small. I jumped on it and I said, that's great. Yes, of course I will do that. And I did it, it was supposed to be a long thing. And I did it very, very quickly because I learned so much. But all to say, he was just telling it to me to tell me you are nothing. There are things that you could do and you are not doing. But once I got the information and I did it, then he was frustrated again because it was all about making me feel small. Everything was about making me feel small, right? So, not being confused anymore. Looking at your future. Look at this person, looking at their future, right? With a clear mind. Love it. I love it. It's beautiful. Turning your back to the past, to everything, all those people that are trying to keep you in a box, that are trying to keep you down, living by their rules, shut you down, make you doubt yourself. You have a beautiful energy, right? And when you have a beautiful energy, people will try to confine you, right? Doesn't mean that you have to let them do. And yes, they will group in people, with a lot of people, right? Because they think that the quantity has more power over you, and it has some kind of power. Until you understand that all this group, all of them together, right? They might have some kind of power, but they have some kind of power in the quantity. Just first of all, say how weak they all are because they need all those people, and how wrong they are also, because otherwise they wouldn't need all of that, right? And when you are understanding that you are just, dealing with nothingness. So even if they are a lot, it's, yeah. Stop trying to work with them. Accept the reality for what it is. The aha moments. Yeah, you are here with people who are opportunistic. The everything is superficial. The image, the status, the power. This is what it is, And they want to make you feel like you are naive and you are weak And you are emotionally mature, you understand? This is what they want. This is what they want. But look, the moment that you let the tower fall, right? Because the foundation here is not good with those people who we are talking about, that I'm talking about. You know who you are. The moment that you accept not to battle a battle that is lost in advance, right? You are battling alone. You are battling for something that they don't want. They want the opposite. You understand what I'm saying here? Then the wheel is turning. The wheel is turning. It's all about allowing to let it fall. Stop fighting for something when people are fighting for the opposite. Right? Stop thinking that because of their title, it means that. Right? It's like believing that someone, because they are some kind of pope, or they are this or they are that, they wouldn't do this or that. Don't we see now that the biggest crooks that are doing the most horrible things, they are philanthropists? Why do you think that they need the title of philanthropist? It's just to cover up, right? So we cannot listen to titles, and it goes also to parents, siblings, everything, right? A title is nothing. A title is nothing. Okay? So allow things to fall. Stop fighting for things that are a lost battle, right? Put your energy in battling true battles, battles for yourselves, right? And then the luck is on your side, right? I will leave it here. I will leave it here. I think that it's beautiful. And I think that this should be the thumbnail also. Yeah. Okay. Listen, I hope that it was helpful. I wish you a beautiful weekend. I'll see you in the comments. Until very, very soon. Bye.